Hey, family. How y'all doing? Out here on the beach again, enjoying the weather. It's some nice sunlight out here. I want to talk about a place called here. Here in this place. In this place. The journey started when, back in 2019, I think, in the latter part of 2019, just before we went into the COVID pandemic. I took a sabbatical. We went to Israel. We stayed in Israel for a month. And I guess that traveling to that land and going to the different places, I went to En Gedi that I had come across in a vision. I was able to go to the Dead Sea, En Gedi, and a few other places, Jerusalem, the Wailing Wall in Jerusalem, all of that. And that was kind of life altering for me, because after that, everything began to change for me. And so here we are now, almost 4 years later, that I am in a place called here, and it is such a wealthy, healthy, and abundant place. I haven't arrived at my fullest potential, but I am on my way there. And it's just beautiful. And it's crazy because it's like things that's been around me. I've always seen the beauty in it, but it's just like it's magnetized. It's what you call it, expanded. It's like so much more depth to it, so much more beauty to it. And so just appreciating the beauty in everything. I'm telling you, everything. Just mere awe of everything I see. And then I'm also able to see the different mindsets. So I understand that it's crazy because there's like worlds within worlds. While we're all here and we think we all live in the same world, what we know that African Americans, we deal with things and live in a different world than our Caucasian peers, if we want to say that, because they were really not peers. But people of our same age and gender, we have totally different views, experience things totally different. But in this place, it's a elevated place, I would want to say, of being able to see things from a different viewpoint. You're seeing things from a raised up place, a lifted up place. And so you're able to look down on these situations and circumstances and understand, that there are things that come into your life that are just lessons, and that you just have to get through the lesson, however long. And sometimes we think we're going to learn the lesson right away, but only spirit, only the universe really truly knows whether or not you learn the lesson. And they will only advance you beyond their understanding and knowing whether or not you got the lesson. So you could think you got a lesson all you want, and I'm telling you, you're going to be tried in that lesson again and again until you really truly pass the lesson. And the lesson that I have learned in this season is to put me first. And I thought I was already more selfish like and always put me first. But I didn't realize that I was actually being a lot of people pleaser and not wanting to say things to hurt people's feelings and biting my tongue and all of that. And people around me are like, you don't bite your tongue. Oh, yes, I do. My friends and my family members are like, see, you ain't never bit your tongue. Oh, yes, the hell I do. Trust me, I always bite my tongue. because I always see deeper and I see through the charades and the what you call that, the status quo and the facade. That's the word I was looking for. Facades that people put up. And so when you see through people's facades, you kind of understand that it is not what you're saying. You got some deep issues and things, especially for me, because I look, in the eye that I look with is an eye of healing. And so the healing virtue in me wants you to be the best that you can be. And so I see their potential, their greatest potential. I can look at a person and all that I see in them at first is their greatest potential. But the more they begin to speak and talk, the more things are revealed to me. And so you take that and, hey, you just have to deal with it and live with it. And sometimes you speak out on it when there's an open door. I don't just begin to pull people apart. I always see how willing and open they are to receiving. And a lot of people where I already see that they're very defensive, I can gauge their personality and their character as to whether or not they're very defensive or very sensitive. And those are the people that I usually have to walk on eggshells around. The people you got to walk on eggshells around, you just got to walk on eggshells around, because you realize that, hey, these people are easily offended, and you have to wait for an open door and wait for them to ask whether or not they want your input or whatever to help them. And sometimes you can see people sinking, truly going under, and they really have to say, like, help me. What is it that I'm doing wrong? And then you can really walk in that door when that door is open. But with most people, I just walk, the door literally opens before the conversation is done, and I'm able to walk through the door and give them whatever they need to help them on their way, and vice versa, because I'm always taking advice from people and learning from people, because iron sharpens iron, energy amplifies energy. And so it behooves me to get something from them as well. And you are never, I've come to the place, in this place called here, I've come to realize that you are never in a place where you cannot be taught a lesson or two, even if it's something you will learn not to do. I'm telling you, people are going to come in your life and they will always teach you a lesson, whether it's a lesson on what to do, what not to do, how to strategize around something, whatever it is. If you're mindful and if you're really willing and recipient of it, you can always gain something from everyone's experience. And again, a lot of times it's what not to do. So you have to be conscious and aware that people have been teaching you all along, whether it was something you wanted to learn or something you didn't want to learn. Grab the lessons and keep moving on. That's what's best for us, in this day and age, in this place called here. So in this place called here, it's just beautiful. I'm just telling you, like, I'm realizing that sometimes we are just not giving gratitude and not grateful enough to the ancestors about what it is they've been doing for us in the place of warfare, spiritual warfare, or whatever it is you're going through, the dark night of the soul, whatever it is you're going through. We have to face all of your woundedness, all of your traumas, all of your hurts, all of your pains, all of the reasons you have built up a particular defense. Because you realize on the end, it all has to come crumbling down, so that the real person, the person that was created to be, not the person you created because of life's happenings, the things that happen to you in life, you create a barrier and a shield of protection around yourself and around your heart, and it causes you to be a particular type of person. And so in this place called here, you kind of learn to balance that out and heal those things. Go in and heal your childhood self. Heal the little girl inside of you. Go and minister to her. Heal her. There was a movie I watched, and it literally showed the younger girl. I forget the name of the movie. If I remember the name of the movie, I'll put it in the comments or something. But it was a movie, and it had this little girl speaking to her. Yeah, I think I saw it on a portion of Nova and Queen of South, and then another movie had it played fully. They just had a portion of it there in one of the episodes, Queen of the South. But in this other movie, it was. I was like, wow, that's really good. That's really good. I think it's a new movie that just came out. She, you, something. I'm not sure, but anyways, yeah, you have to minister to your childhood self, and the way you go and minister to your childhood self is you embrace her and acknowledge her healing, her pain, her views, her understandings at that time, and then you minister in a way that you would have wanted someone to minister to you. The pain, the grieving, the trauma, the hurt, anything that happened to you that comes up in your mind that you can't seem to forget and let go of, go and minister to that area, to your childhood self, and say to your little self, Selena, they didn't know what they were doing. You know what the Bible the Bible says, Jesus said, forgive them for they know not what they do. And truly, no one knew. The things that we did when we back then in our past are things that we didn't know were going to necessarily turn out and cause the problems and things that they actually do 5, 10, 20, 30 years down the line. If so, I'm sure we wouldn't have done it. I'm sure we wouldn't have done it. But we can't erase it because it's a part of our DNA. It's a part of who we are. It's a part of what we created in this vessel of a person. And so you just have to heal it and learn the lesson from it and know how to minister to someone, yourself and other. Even sometimes you may run across children that are going through what you went through, and you're able to minister to them also. And just heal yourself. Go out by the water and cast your cares on the water or whatever, and let that stuff go. Forgive people, because truly, as Jesus said, they know not what they do. People have no clue. They just act. People are not as wise as they would try to portray themselves to be, and they made some mistakes, and they don't want to handle you the way they thought they wanted to handle you. And people they wish they could go back and change they wish they can hold you in a place called the past. They wish they can do it all again, but you just let it go. Forgive people and let it go. And they just they're going to have to learn and to accept the fact that, no, I forgive you and I love you with all my heart, but honey, no, and no. You don't get to come into my life. You don't get to participate in this place called here. Not with me, you don't. Why? Because you made your choices. And no, I'm not going to hold them against you, but I just don't, I can't trust you. I can't, I'm not willing to deal with you anymore, because I think though I've forgiven you, I can't necessarily say that I can wholeheartedly trust you again. So yeah, I don't have that level of forgiveness yet to forgive and act like it never happened. It never happened. In my book, yeah, it never happened. And it's never going to happen again. And so we learn the red flags. We learn to stop people ahead of time and make sure that those things, when people are starting to look like what happened to us, we start to put our foot down, stand in your power, pull back your energy, stand in your power, and be strong and adamant about what it is you believe for the sake of you, protecting your current self. Hey, and so that's it's all good and dandy, but we're not gonna go back there again. That's just who we are. We are not going back down that road again. I don't think so. Not in this lifetime. Maybe in another lifetime, but not in this lifetime. No. Book. So it's just being in a place of not not complacency. Because, there's a lot of people who are very complacent. They're where they're at, and they're there, and they don't like change, and they just want to stay there. But it's a place called, it's a place of contentment. I am blessed, and recognizing and observing in gratitude deeply. I'm eternally grateful to my ancestors, to my mom, my pop, my brother, all of my grandmother, my grandfather, my pop that I would want to call a pop. All of those people who are on the other side, the ancestors, the ascended masters, Jesus, Buddha, Mother Teresa, all of my people, that's who I say. When I say I'm usually like, me is when I say me, it's a whole host of people that I include. And I am just eternally grateful. We are eternally grateful for all things, good and bad, because we have a tendency to not want to appreciate the bad things that happen in life. But what you understand is, if it wasn't for I remember that song Grateful, if it wasn't for the evil and the bad things in life, you wouldn't be able to appreciate the good. So you know what, at the end of the day, we just have to be grateful for all things. There's light and dark, there's good and there's evil, there's God and there is the devil, there is above and there is below. There is in and there is out. There is male and there is female. So with all things, we're just eternally grateful for all things that has got us to this place called here. And we're just appreciative and just enjoying the view, honey, from a higher level, a higher frequency, a higher vibration. It's just, I'm just in awe. I'm just eternally grateful and in awe what I'm seeing. Just appreciative, just beholding the glory, the beauty. I think I see a dolphin out there, y'all. Yeah, it's a dolphin. This is the part that I like right here. Oh my goodness. Y'all don't see like a rainbow in the sky, like the whole sky just when the sun set, and it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. I had to come back out here for this. Look at that. Oh, just gorgeous. It didn't get any better than that. Sunsets and sunrises. I haven't been out here for a sunrise. I don't know how long. But I was interrupted earlier. My battery died at the same time that I saw the oh my God, I'm so in love. You can it get any better than this? Oh my God. The sun setting over there. Look at this sky, like, oh my God. So yeah, on the continuation of I'm here, I meant to put in it, it was like, when it first came to me, I'm here was a few days ago on another video, actually, and it was basically like Whoopi Goldberg when she's in the scene when she's riding off and finally leaving Mr. and Mr. done did all of this and tried to curse her, and she done told him like, everything you did to me, I already done to you, and the grave you, what is it, the grave you dig for me, or the grave you dig for me is the one you going to fall in. No, she didn't say that, but the prison you plan to keep me in is the one you going to die in. So yeah, so in that scene where she's driving off in the car, it's like, oh my goodness. She says, but I's here. So lately I was inspired by that because it just reminds me of sometimes you have to just remind yourself, I'm here. I'm still here. No matter what kind of struggles I had to face, no matter what kind of battles I had to war through, I am still here. I'm here. And just the fact that you're here, sometimes people, all you need to do is just stand up in your own power. Of course, when I say own, me, I, it's the universe, the entire universe, the ancestors that's gone in the past and those who are in the future. You combine yourself with all of that and say, I's here. We here. We still here. We still moving strong. And sometimes if you don't do anything else, all you need to do is stand. Sometimes just stand. Stand. Just raise your head up. I think in a wrestling match they just gotta be like, lift the shoulder up. Just don't lay down. Just don't lay down and roll over. Just hang on in there, people. Hang on in there. It's in the end, all it's about is, did you show up? Did you stand? Did you commit to keep moving forward? Did you do the doggone thing? And yes, indeed, I did the doggone thing. I'm here. I'm still here. That's the stuff. That's the stamina. And what a lot of people don't know is the most important thing is to be connected. You need to be connected. It's all right to not have a belief in any higher, if that's what you which is supreme being. It's all right for you if you don't, but grab a hold of something. If it's yourself, if it's just your higher self, if you consider your higher self to be the God, to be God or omnipotent or whatever it is you might want to assume it to be, that's fine and dandy. Just hold strong in it and be so rooted and grounded in it that you're immovable. You're unshakable. And that's what I mean when I say I'm here. I realize that sometimes it's not about how fast and how far you go, but how deeply rooted in what it is you stand in. And I'm told that even my ancestors, our roots go deep in this. And so, come on, I'm showing up for all of the ancestors before me. I'm standing on their shoulders. Our roots go deep, deep in the ocean. Deep, deep, deep. They say deep calleth unto deep. So, yeah. So, it's just not so easy that I'm just going to fall back and give up on what it is. I remain passionate about the things I'm passionate about. And I keep what did it say? I don't give a frick. I don't give a frick about the things I don't give a frick about. Most stuff is not going to change. If I care, I care. And if I don't care, I don't care. I'm not letting little stuff bother me in this season because there's so much more to life. That's I was just sitting here transmuting some energy before I got out of the car because I was waiting on this sunset. I pulled up a little before and I know they was looking at me in the car like, she ain't getting out there. Nope, I'm waiting for the sunset. And so as I'm waiting for the sunset, I'm transmuting some energy and I'm saying, let me transmute this energy, all of this energy, let me shift it and change it. So sometimes you need to understand you have the power in your words. No, not everybody, but those who are connected, deeply connected to universe, to spirit. And if you believe your words mean something. If you believe them, they do. You just gotta really, we have to learn how to use our words intentionally and use them for more than anything, use them for your own benefit. The hate you want to turn towards somebody else, I'm telling you, you can use that to build yourself up. All of the time and energy you spend competing and looking at other people, You can spend it on yourself. That's what I do. I'm saying, you want some serious advice? Is I spend zero time checking other people out. I spend zero time checking other people out, competing with other people, seeing what other people got going on. My kids people can barely send me a video that I want to check out. I don't sit on TikTok and scroll through. The only time I look at TikTok is somebody send me something. I put my stuff up there and keep it moving. This is how you have to be. You have to be so focused in generating strength and income towards what you're doing that you don't have time to look at other people's. It's billions of people out here. Somebody else can help fund there and look at their stuff. It doesn't have to be you. You need to be focused on you. Don't be focused on other people. Be focused on you. I was just listening to another video. Well, I don't know. I can't remember the movie or the video that I was watching, but it's basically was saying you have to understand that energy vampires are real people. And people want to ride the wave. Do you hear? They want to catch you. They want to catch the wave to the shore. They want to ride your wave. People want to ride off of your back. People want to get rich off of you because they have nothing going for themselves. And you have to be the one to say no. You have to be the one to say yes. No, I'm not accessing this. No, I'm not letting you ride with me. And this is where you understand your value. In these seasons, you need to understand your value. In this place called here, you need to understand your own value. Stop letting other people put value on you. Yes, people see your worth and they put a value on you, but they don't want to tell you how much they value you. You need to discern how much your value. What's your value? Are people coming into your atmosphere, into your presence, and they're trying to get rich off of you? You need to understand if you're the valuable. I'm the asset here. I'm the sun shining over here. You coming in because you want to be warm. You want to shine. You want to get right off of my coattail. In this season, you have to understand and know. Is that something you want to do? Be careful, because people coming in and they try to paint all type of illusions of how they can help you get to where you're going. No, you can't. If anything, I'm going to help you. And today, just for today, because you thought you could play on my intelligence, I'm not going to help you. You have a choice to help people or to turn them away. In a place called here. Abundance. Overwhelming abundance. The overflow. The overflow, people. This is what we call the overflow. Okay? So be blessed and enjoy the view. Whatever it is in front of you, enjoy the view. Come to appreciate the view.